Hi, we're at Atlassian Summit 2014 in San Jose, and I'm with
Rachel Robbins, tech writer for Confluence.
Hi, Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We're at the K15T software booth. How come that an Atlassian employee now sells for an expert?
So, the Atlassian tech writers use K15T's Scroll Versions plugin to manage versions of documentation on confluence.atlassian.com. So, a lot of our product documentation uses K15T's awesome plugin.
Okay.
And yeah, we think it's a great story about the Atlassian ecosystem, and how plugin vendors actually support lots of different use cases for Atlassian products.
Can you show me on your screen how you do that?
I can. So this is documentation for Confluence Questions, which is an add-on for Confluence. In this, we manage many versions that are shipped to the marketplace, and we can also control conditional content. So for example...
And the versions are kind of the software versions that you have a documentation for, right?
So the documentation matches the version that we're about to ship to marketplace that customers then can install. We have conditional content, so for example, installing Confluence Questions on server or cloud is slightly different. So in Scroll Versions, we're able to tag content as being applicable to server, applicable to cloud.
So variants of the product can be put in there,
okay? Publish, it publishes the correct information for the space we're publishing to. So if I was to go to the Votes and Experts page and choose, say, version 2.3, they're made up versions. I can edit the page. I'll add the next big thing for Confluence Questions. Save the page, and now that edit is associated with version 2.3.
Okay.
When the time comes for the team to release that version to marketplace, I can come in here and go and publish that version with all of my edits to multiple pages.
Okay. So you may have the Confluence 10.0 documentation ready already, but we can't see it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just can't show it to you.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that.
And if a feature slips, which of course never happens, we can also reschedule the edits.
You always deliver on time, I know.
So for example, if one of the edits to this page was going to ship early or ship late, I'm able to reschedule.
And say this is in version number...
That's now in version 2.3.
Yeah.
And publish the docs at that point.
Let's step back a little so that I better understand what we're doing here. So I'm a software company, or I'm a product manufacturing company, and I have documentation of my products. And those products evolve over time. And now I want a documentation that is applicable to each of the different evolution states, right? So, but I don't want to show the documentation of forthcoming releases before they're actually released, because I won't have the Apple keynote effect then, because my technical writers kind of spoiled it all already. And Scroll Version helps you to prepare all that for the launch date, and then only publish that after the keynote took place and everything's out in the air.
Exactly. And for a product like Confluence Questions, I sometimes work 2 and 3 versions ahead on particular features that I know are going to ship maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months' time.
Yeah, okay.
But can still be publishing documentation for the versions.
How did you do that before Scroll Versions?
So before Scroll Versions, we did a range of different things. We had a little plugin custom built for us that allowed us to create a copy of the page, have it restricted. We could remove the restrictions at the point in time.
That's cumbersome.
Yeah, it was very cumbersome. And then
especially if you have multiple versions for the same page, right?
Exactly. Well, we couldn't have multiple versions for the same page. We could only ever have one version.
Yeah.
So it was like now and next.
Yeah.
Whereas now we can actually map to the product lifecycle.
Okay.
The other thing we couldn't do previously very well was manage the difference between, say, cloud and server. We had to take copies of pages and move them between spaces, and then have little notes here and there saying this doesn't apply to Confluence Cloud, this doesn't apply to Confluence Server. With Scroll Versions, we're able to just provide the right information for the customer depending on which version of our product they're using.
Okay, awesome. If I'm not using scroll versions today, how do you decipher if I should try it out?
Download it from Marketplace, free 30-day trial.
Okay. And what are the use cases? So I'm creating software, I'm creating physical products. What else could be applicable?
Policy and procedural documentation in your organization. So if you wanted to be able to manage your HR policies, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use it for these use cases internally also?
Not currently, no. The place we're using it is for documentation.
Okay.
Awesome. It's been fantastic.
Cool. Is there any other solution that you know of that could do similar things?
Not that I know of.
I don't either. So if you're interested in versions and better documentation and better preparation on launch dates while documenting, check it out.